With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello. So the question says, explain tropic hormone, explain hormone, and explain diabetes insipidus. So we have to explain and define these three terms. Now what are tropic hormones? I'll go with the first, right? Now what are tropic hormones? Tropic hormones, right? So as you all know that hormones are chemical messengers which are secreted by endocrine glands of our body. Now what is a tropic hormone? A tropic hormone is a hormone that is released from one endocrine gland. Okay, so this is released from one endocrine gland. Tropic hormone is released from one endocrine gland and it acts on the another endocrine gland. It acts on another endocrine gland, right? Okay, so here the gland which is secreting the hormone is also an endocrine gland and it is acting on a target cell, and the target cell is also a endocrine gland. So it is released from one endocrine and acts on another endocrine gland. Okay, now what is the example of a tropic hormone, right? What is the example of tropic hormone? The most common examples of tropic hormones are hormones which are released from the anterior pituitary gland. Okay, so hormones which are released from the anterior pituitary gland. Now what is released from the anterior pituitary gland? Some hormones like the TSH, right? Some hormones like the TSH, right? Some hormones like the ACTH, right? Some hormone like the GnRH. Okay? All these hormones are released from the anterior pituitary and they go and act, the anterior pituitary is the endocrine gland. Okay, and these hormones like the TSH goes and released from the anterior pituitary, goes and acts on the thyroid gland. The thyroid gland is also an endocrine gland, right? So these hormones which are released from one endocrine gland and act on another endocrine gland are called as tropic hormones, right? Now the second thing that we had been asked in this question is, what is a hormone? What is a hormone? So hormones are chemical messengers. Hormones are chemical messengers, right? So hormones are chemical messengers. So hormones are chemical messengers, and these chemical messengers, as the name suggests, are responsible for carrying various information from one organ to the another. Alright? Basically, they are very slow route of processing. So okay, so they are very slow in action. They are very slow in action, right? And the secretions are released from the endocrine glands. The secretions are released from the endocrine gland. So here the hormone is released from the endocrine gland, right? The hormone is released from the endocrine gland, and after being released into the endocrine gland, it is released directly into blood, and from the blood it is carried into different parts of the body. Okay, so hormones are chemical messengers which are slow in action. Okay, they are secreted by endocrine glands and they are carried into the entire body or to this target site with the help of blood. Okay, right? So they are secreted by endocrine glands or ductless glands, right? Okay, so this is about hormone. Now the last thing that we had been asked is diabetes insipidus. So what is diabetes insipidus? So it is a disorder. Okay, it is a disorder. Now what disorder is diabetes insipidus? Normally what is happening is in the kidney. Normally what is happening is inside the kidney there is reabsorption of water. What is happening in the kidney? To prevent the excessive loss of water from the body, what is happening is there is reabsorption of water. Okay, and this reabsorption of water and salt, actually also salt, because whenever water is absorbed, along with it salt is also absorbed. Okay, so the reabsorption of water and salt takes place in the kidney. Whenever there is malfunctioning of this reabsorption, so what will happen is, due to this malfunctioning, salt and water will not be reabsorbed into the body and excessive loss of salt and water will take place. So what will happen is, there will be deficiency of salt and water inside the body. So there will be deficiency of salt and water inside the body. This disease, that is due to the This disease is due to a defect in hormone called as deficiency of ADH. Deficiency of ADH. So ADH is a hormone which is released from the posterior pituitary gland. So it goes and acts on the kidney and it causes reabsorption of salt and water. Now whenever there is deficiency of ADH, what will happen is this reabsorption of water will not take place. So there will be malfunctioning, and this will eventually lead to deficiency of salt and water into the body. This disorder that is due to deficiency of ADH inside the body is called as diabetes insipidus. Right? So I hope I have answered your doubt. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.